to be awake. I don't know. That was dumb. That was corny. But welcome to the Right Wing Vegan Podcast. I am Scott. Took yesterday off because I needed to recharge the old batteries. You're going to get that from time to time. Just get over it. Anyways, I'm glad to have you here. And if you like what you hear, please like, subscribe, comment, share the show, do all of the things that help support the channel so that we can continue to get conservative voices out there. Now, let us begin the conversation by discussing the outgoing administration first, and then we will talk about the incoming administration and why I am paranoid about what is to come. First, Donald Trump is on his way out of the White House. Melania Trump issued a message today, an outgoing message from the First Lady. It was nice. She's so poignant. You gotta love Melania Trump. And the conversation around Donald, her husband right now, is who will he pardon? Who? There's a lot of speculation here as to who or who will not be pardoned by the president. In many cases, I don't think it matters, but there are a few key pardons that people want to see. And the rumor is we're not going to see him. That's the rumor. The rumor is we're not going to see him. And I'll speak specifically to Julian Assange. So many people on the right and a few people on the left would love to see Julian Assange be pardoned for many reasons. One of which being that Julian Assange is a journalist. WikiLeaks is mostly journalism, okay? That's what it is. Now, you can be pro-WikiLeaks or anti-WikiLeaks, but the truth of the matter is Julian Assange is not a criminal. You see, what happens is Julian Assange, working for WikiLeaks, will get information sent to them, and then they will release that information. Now, like most journalistic outlets, they censor that information. They kind of decide what to put out and what not to put out, okay? But that doesn't make Julian Assange a criminal, okay? That doesn't make Julian Assange a criminal. And I don't think it does any good, really, for Donald Trump not to pardon Assange. If anything, I actually think that not pardoning Assange would be kind of a black mark on the Trump administration, right? I always assumed that Donald Trump would end up pardoning Assange, but it seems like the truth is the people who are surrounding Donald Trump right now are advising him not to do this. Now listen, I do not think that Trump lost much headway with his supporters over the stuff that happened at the Capitol. I really don't. I think that a lot of people know what happened at the Capitol is what it is. I don't think those were Trump supporters first. I think those are people who want chaos, and then they kind of support Donald Trump because Donald Trump is in many ways chaos. The media, of course, we've talked about it on this show ad nauseum. The media is out there blaming Donald Trump for all of this. That is BS. You know that is BS because you are an educated, smart person who is well informed. You know that's BS. There's so much more to what happened at the Capitol and what potentially could happen in the future if people continue to be fed up. You know how this works. That was not Donald Trump provoking anybody. Donald Trump, as a matter of fact, instructed people to march peacefully. He said, we're here to cheer on politicians. Now, was his statement initially when all of this was going down, was it great? No. He probably could have done more to speak out against what was happening at the Capitol. But, you know, what was happening at the Capitol is it was civil unrest. It wasn't domestic terrorism. It wasn't, insurrection. That's what they're calling it. And I think it's so funny. A couple hillbillies marched to the Capitol and it's insurrection. Oh my gosh. But we've talked about that ad nauseum. What I think is that he's got bad people surrounding him who are telling him not to pardon Assange. These neocon conservatives who don't want Assange pardoned. The establishment certainly doesn't want Assange let out. And Donald Trump, if he really is that anti-establishment candidate, if he really is that middle finger to the establishment, then he would release Julian Assange from any responsibility. He would pardon him. He would pardon him. That's what he would do. Edward Snowden, you could add him to the list, but Edward Snowden is not in as much trouble, I guess, to say, as Julian Assange. Snowden has been free, sort of. Assange has not. Who else? I don't care. Joe Exotic, I don't care. Lil Wayne, I don't care. If Donald Trump wants to pardon these people, then he can pardon these people. Steve Bannon, I think you should pardon Steve Bannon, 100%. Because I think that was a charge that was politically motivated. So go ahead and pardon Steve Bannon, okay? And I think he should pardon himself, and I think he should pardon his family. I really do. I think not pardoning himself and his family is more bad advice that he's taking. The left is clearly going to come after Donald Trump. They've said so out loud. They're going after Donald Trump's supporters. Think like the MyPillow guy. Here's a prime example of somebody who's really just innocent. He really just has political beliefs and thoughts, and they're attacking him. So today it was released that Kohl's, Bed Bath & Beyond, Wayfair, and a couple other trash home stores are not going to be selling MyPillow anymore. And you know what I have to say about that? See ya, Bed Bath & Beyond. See ya, Kohl's. I'm not coming to your store ever again. How about that? And I would hope that a bunch of other patriots will decide to go on MyPillow.com, and you can use whatever code you want, but I think RSBN deserves it. So you should use code RSBN on MyPillow.com because they're a pretty good outlet. They do pretty good work. You get 60% off. I'm not sponsored by MyPillow, but I support MyPillow because Mike Lindell is allowed to have whatever political beliefs he damn well chooses to have. And if Kohl's and Bed Bath & Beyond want to say, we're not selling MyPillow anymore, well, then I can easily just as say, I'm not going into Bed Bath & Beyond anymore, and I'll never walk into Kohl's again. So good for you. F off, and we can say the same thing to you. Honestly, Kohl's, they're a racket anyways. You know what Kohl's does? Kohl's will jack up the price of something. So you'll look at a polo and it'll be $80, okay? And then they'll put a percentage off and they'll bring it down to like 40. They'll say 50% off. This is $40. But even that $40 is overcharged because they jack up that initial cost so much, and then they trick you into thinking you're saving money because you're getting 50% off on something that you could buy it somewhere else for $25. It's a scam. I wouldn't want my crap sold at Kohl's anyway because they're such a scam. The only thing Kohl's is good for is taking your Amazon crap back when you don't want it anymore. That's what Kohl's is good for. Don't buy anything from Kohl's unless you like to get ripped off. Now, Bed Bath & Beyond, they got those candles. I love those candles. They had a nice candle section, okay? But honestly, you could find that stuff other places as well because at Bed Bath & Beyond, those prices are jacked up too. So just skip those two stores. Don't go there anymore. Take your business elsewhere and go to MyPillow.com and get yourself a MyPillow because Mike Lindell's a hell of a patriot, a hell of an American, and he makes one hell of a pillow. And that is not even being sponsored by the dude. So you're welcome. But that's other news. So they're going after his supporters. They're going after him. Look, he would be stupid not to honestly, he would be stupid not to pardon himself and to pardon his family because they're obviously going to target him. They're obviously going to come after him. It's not even like a secret. They're basically saying it out loud right now that they're going after him. So pardon yourself. I don't care if it looks good to the American. What do you care if it looks good to the American people or not? What do you care? Does he really think he's going to run again in 2020? He's going to be 78 years old. I don't think Donald Trump is running again in 2024. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe one of his kids is going to run, so he doesn't want to tarnish the name by pardoning them or something. But they're going to look. Here's the thing. Even if they run in 2024, they're going to come at him with a bunch of crap anyway, so you might as well do it. What was it, just one more thing that they can attack you for when you're running for office again or your kids are? Just do it. Keep yourself safe. Pardon yourself. There's no reason not to do it. Whoever's advising him not to do it is a jackass. Stop listening to him. Do it. Pardon yourself. Pardon Assange. Pardon your kids. Pardon Steve Bannon. Pardon Snowden. Pardon all of these people. Why not? What does it matter? Just do it. The left is going to be crazy. Take a look at D.C. Look at D.C. right now. The military has occupied Washington, D.C. Why doesn't anybody care about this? This is like the strangest thing that's ever happened, and no one cares. No one's even talking about it. It's just, boy, there's a lot of troops in D.C. That's what people say. Boy, there's a lot of troops down there. Wonder what's going on there. Maybe we should be asking that question. Shouldn't we be concerned at the fact that the military is occupying Washington, D.C.? We cared when 14 rednecks occupied the Capitol. Why don't we care that there's military all over D.C. who have been given shoot-to-kill orders? Look it up. They've been given the right to use lethal force. On who? Who are they using the lethal force on? The 14 hillbillies? And if Joe Biden really got 80 million votes, that would make him the most popular presidential candidate in the history of the United States of America. So why does he need all of this military? Everybody loves him. Everybody loves Joe Biden. 80 million people voted for him, right? That's what we were told. 80 million people voted for Joe Biden, and you got to protect it like it's Fort Knox, and you got all your gold hiding there. It's just weird. None of it makes any sense. I'm like watching this stuff, and it just takes me back to like those military occupied countries, the countries who are run by dictators, and the military kind of enforces everything. That's what it brings me to. And then I find out they're vetting these troops to see where their political loyalties lie. It's just so weird. They're acting so weird. You know, they acted guilty as hell when Trump was claiming that there was voter fraud and voter irregularities. They acted so guilty. They just wanted to rush through the process. They didn't want to investigate anything. They didn't want you looking at anything. They didn't want anybody questioning anything. They looked sus as hell. And now you got all these military in D.C. and you still look sus as hell. Why do you have all of the military in D.C.? You got more people in D.C. right now than we got in Iraq and Afghanistan and other sandy places. You got more troops in D.C. right now than you do those places. Tell me that's not ridiculous. Nobody's talking about it. Nobody cares. Everybody's too busy being concerned about COVID and coronavirus and blah, blah, blah. Gee, Manetly. Biden's got his cabinet picks. You know, he's going through his cabinet. He's trying to fill it out, and he just I need to be careful here. I really need to be careful in the way that I word this, because I could get myself into trouble, which I am not averse to doing. It happens all the time. I'm not immune to trouble. But Biden chose this transgender person. I gotta find her name. And I guess they're doing confirmation hearings today. I guess that starts today. I haven't heard anything about that, but I just found out that it starts today. I guess Biden actually is giving a speech right now, or he just did something about Delaware will be written on his heart when he dies. Just a bunch of bull crap. Nobody cares, Joe. Look, how many? Let me see. How many people? 3,000 people watched that speech. Wow, 80 million votes in the month. He can't even get 3,000 views on his damn speech. That's believable. Super believable. Most popular presidential candidate in history, y'all. Didn't you know that? It's the most popular, man. Come on, man. So I'm trying to figure out what this person's name is. I can't even figure it out. Whatever. Anyways, this transgender. Oh, here you go. Dr. Rachel Levine. And I'm gonna tell you about Levine. I'm gonna tell you about Rachel Levine. Transgender. Okay. A doctor that is a male that believes he is a woman. And not only that, but Rachel's controversial pick, needless to say. Not because it's transgender, no one cares. No one gives a crap what Rachel identifies as, or yada yada yada. The only people who will give a crap about that are the people who are going to make a big deal out of it, so that they can virtue signal off of it, right? They want those points. They get some points here, and they want those virtue signal points because they taste oh so sweet. But I want to talk a little bit about Rachel, because why Rachel's controversial is because of the decisions that Rachel made. You see, Rachel is one of these folks who decided to send COVID-positive patients into nursing homes. She ordered it. It was an order from the health department in Pennsylvania. Rachel sent COVID-positive people into nursing homes so the elderly could die. And as if that is not dark or dirty enough, Rachel decided to have their mom removed from these facilities before issuing that order and doing it. So get mommy out and then kill everybody else. That's Rachel. So that's who Biden has selected to be some made-up position on his health board or health cabinet or whatever the hell. I don't know. Half these positions I feel like are made up. But Rachel will be serving with the Biden administration if confirmed. Now, I saw some posts online on Twitter. Oh, Republicans will never confirm this pick. No. Let's take a step back. You mistake Republicans for people who have balls. Republicans have no balls. They have no spine. They're weak sauce little meat puppets walking around in D.C. They have no spine. If you think any of these nominations from Joe Biden are going to be held up, you do not understand the Republican Party. The Republican Party is full of do-nothing, meat puppet, just turtley folks who just wanna just wanna slow down the movement to the left. That's all they do. They slow it down. They don't stop it because they're not strong enough to stop it. They want to make sure they're getting paid. As long as they're getting paid and they can slow it down and they can pass things for their special interest groups, that's what Republicans are going to do. See the stimulus package that was just recently signed, if you want to know what Republicans are all about. So none of these nominees for his candidate are going to be held up. None of them aren't going to pass. Republicans are going to pass every single one of them because they're weak sauce little baby B-boys, okay? That's what they are. So, and that's who you voted for. So congratulations to you for voting in these weak people. Now, I know they lied to you. I know they lied to you and they said they were America first and they said they were pro-Trump. I get it, okay? So I don't know if I can hold you accountable. I definitely want to hold them accountable and never vote these folks in again. Mitch McConnell should never win another election in his life. I don't care if he's running against a literal, actual fascist, socialist, whatever, who comes out and says so. Don't vote Mitch McConnell in again. Don't do it. Never do it. Don't vote Lindsey Graham in again. Don't do it. Don't you dare do it. I see you wanting to do it. Don't do it. Don't let these people back in. They all suck. They're all terrible. Don't let them back in. We need people who stay. You know what we need? We need more Lauren Boeberts. That's who we need. We need more Boeberts. Give me all the Boeberts. That's what I need. Give me all the Taylor Greens. Okay? Give me all of them. That's who I want. I want politicians like that. I want politicians with a backbone who are willing to stand up to these leftists and tell them how stupid they are. That's what I want. I want Lauren Boebert with her gun walking around, making them feel uncomfortable. That's what I want. You really see how stupid all these people are when you have stuff like that. How much they're pushing back on Lauren Boebert for carrying a weapon. And then Ilhan Omar's dumb ass is out there saying, oh, I'm afraid she's going to shoot me. Oh, no. Oh, everybody wants me dead. Me. They're also selfish. Nobody's thinking about you. I only think about you when you come on my television and you say something stupid. That's when we think about you. No one cares about you. Maybe your brother. He cares about you in a very interesting way. No one else cares about you, Ilhan. Get the hell off my TV. Gosh. AOC. AOC's the worst. Because AOC just wants fame. It's all she wants. She's using politics to get famous, and it's working. That's what makes me sad. It makes me sad when these things work out for these folks. You know, when these folks do something so dumb and asinine, but then it works out for them and benefits them, that's what makes me sad. This should not benefit these people. These people are scumbags. Anyway, so Joe Biden's going to get inaugurated tomorrow. You know what I'm going to do? I'm not going to watch the inauguration because I don't care. I don't care about Joe. I really don't care. It's going to be super hard to do this podcast for the next 4 years because I just don't care about Joe Biden. He bores me, puts me to sleep. I don't even want to watch him give a speech. I don't want to watch him accept anything. I don't want to watch him his eventual fall because Kamala's going to take power in 6 months. I don't want to watch any of it, okay? I don't care about it. I just don't want to watch. I am interested to know why all these troops are down there. I have this weird feeling inside of me that something zany is going to happen. But I don't want to watch. I don't. And I'm not going to. He's going to pass a bunch of dumbass executive laws, executive orders that hopefully will be challenged. Hopefully at least some Republicans will have a spine and take his ass to the Supreme Court and challenge some of these orders he's going to pass. He's going to make every single illegal immigrant legal because that's a great idea. He's going to pass a $15 minimum wage, thus ending whatever small businesses survived COVID. This is going to kill them off because he wants to redistribute that wealth to his giant corporate CEO buddies. That's what he wants, and you voted for him. Oh, resist. Hashtag resist. Hashtag, yeah, resistance. Hashtag me too. Hashtag all the bullshit. Hashtag blah, blah, blah. You don't care. You voted for a corporatist, you dipshit. You voted for a corporatist. Gosh, you're laughable. I just want to laugh at all these liberals. Laugh in their face. Idiots. Everything's been made about identity politics. Yeah, that's a smart way to go. Let's just keep going that direction. It's doing well for us. Everybody hates everybody else because of the color of their skin or their sex or their gender or because they think that person hates them because of the color of their skin or a bunch of other stupid stuff. We should be way above that, man. But we're not. We're not because we let them fool us. We let them fool us. We do. We let them fool us. But alas, here we are. And, I'm just going to skip it, and I suggest you do the same. Don't even watch tomorrow, guys. Find something else to do. You know what I've been doing? I've been playing old video games. I've been playing old sports games is what I've been doing. So, there's all these old sports games that are like, they're kind of like the best, right? People view them as the best sports games ever made. So NFL 2K5 is one. Okay, All Pro Football 2K8. MVP Baseball 2005, I think, is the best one. I'm wrong about that. NCAA Football 2014. All these old sports games, I've been going back and playing them. I do a movie. I have a YouTube channel. It's based around movies. I'm not gonna pimp it on this because I just want to keep those two things separated. Okay. But the reason why I do that is because I need another outlet. I need something else to fire up my creative juices. I can't talk about politics all of the time because you get tired of it, man. Not only does it get boring, it gets old, and it gets super dumb. So you just want to move on. You want to do other things. And that's what I suggest you guys do. Do other things. Find something to get yourself into tomorrow. Ignore the inauguration. Don't even pay attention to it. I mean, you can look to see if the military does anything crazy, but outside of that, don't even bother watching. The world's going to change tomorrow. Just enjoy your last night tonight with President Trump as your president. Enjoy your last morning tomorrow morning with President Trump as your president, and we'll just move on, man. If Trump gives a speech, I'll watch it, but I ain't watching anything Biden. Just get hard pass. That's all I got for you guys today, man. Quick show. We blew right through it. I felt like it was just more of a conversational show. We didn't really talk too much about the news. I just kind of rapped with you guys. Hope you like it. Hope you enjoy it. Please comment. Let me know what you think. I'd love to hear from you. That's what I want to do. So thank you guys for listening, and I'll see you guys next time.